All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM KAKADASH. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is the brother Yashar, and I just want to get into the topic of the apostle Tahar, coined this year the year of prophecy. All right, the year of prophecy. All right, and that's what the men of the Lord do. The prophets of the Lord. All right, they prophesy. All right, as the Lord commanded. And what is it to be a prophet? A prophet is to say before, all right? Say the things that's going to happen before they happen through the spirit and power. Yahawah BaHasham Yahawashi. Yahweh being the Most High, who you ignorantly call God, through his son, Yahawashi, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, all right? Two so-called black men. And the spirit of Yahawashi is the spirit of prophecy, as it is written in Revelation 9 and 10. All right, 19 and 10. Salakia. It's the spirit of prophecy. And one of the main prophecies is the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? That is written, and it's right here, that I have it right here. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. And then he is the so-called white man, all right? The so-called white men who are the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, all right? And you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, as well as Israelite foreigners that look like the other nations, but got the spirit of an Israelite, which is truth, understanding, every Israelite got, because scriptures tell you that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge, right? And the scripture also tell you that the righteous, which is the Israelites, all right, are better than his neighbor, but the ways of the wicked seduce of him. So the way of us, the attributes of an Israelite going in onto the Israelite foreigners, they gonna hear this word and believe on it, all right? And this word is the truth, all right, of who we are, all right? The knowledge and wisdom and understanding of Yahawah BaHasham Yahawashi. The scriptures tell you that none of the wicked shall understand, So at the end of the day, you might have a person, because this thing is not of skin color, You might have a person that look like another nation. When I mean another nation, like a so-called Chinese, a so-called African, a so-called Arab, a so-called white boy, a so-called Edomite, but they got that zeal, Scripture tell you that the spirit bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of Israel, children of the Most High. All right. But going back into the topic at hand, that he in this scripture is talking about the so-called white man. All right. Because the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, and it says, he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand on their foreheads. And that mark is when you go into the Greek, is charagma, right? Meaning like imprintment, and something that you put inside of you. Insert. Let me just go to it. That mark is charagma. Yes, it says charagma, a stamp or imprintment of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand, a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, the mark branded upon horses, thing curved, sculpted, graven work, So that's something physical, all right? That Esau wants to insert in us, all right, to make us a perpetual slave, all right? That's why he's making this place a cashless society, They trying to do away with the dollar. They are doing away with it, Excuse me, Slakia. He set up his 5G technology, you know, the Internet of Things, all right? He want to incorporate you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the entire world, to make him his slave, all right? And with that chip, we ain't gonna. I'm gonna continue on. It says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, which is the RFID chip, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. And the beast is the NATO and the EU. All right, European Union. That's ran by the so-called white man, and the whole that sitteth upon that beast is America. All right. And it says, and his number is 603,436. And when you look at that universal product code, it adds up to that. All right. Not going into depth right now, but it adds up to that. All right. It says, and that's that 666, the mark of the beast. So this is one of the major prophecies, and it's speaking. All right, it's evident. You got people that already done took the chip, you know, that's willingly, but the Lord told you the judgment for it. Because when you do this, you basically labeling Esau as your God, and that's who you trust in. And the Lord said you should have no other God before him, no other power before him. All right? This is unto death. The Lord said strive for the truth unto death. All right? So that's the ultimate test. I tell you that in Revelation 3 and verse 10. It says, behold, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, all right, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. And what's the hour of temptation? That mark of the beast, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. That's the ultimate test of your faith. Listen, because what the chip entitles, slavery, man. All right? You bound down to Esau, the devil that the Bible speaks of, and label him as your God, telling him, I agree with your ways, which is homosexuality, all right, idolatry, witchcraft, you know, because it's going to be mandatory. This ain't going to be an option, all right? And if you're a man of the Lord, or if you're part of the elect, the 144,000, you ain't going to be with it, because the Lord ain't with this place. All right? It tell you that in the scriptures. The Lord is not with this place, all right? The Lord is destined. The destiny for this place is destruction, all right? America will be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, all right? Malachi 4:1. This place shall burn as an oven, all right? Talking about America. The third war that's coming, all right? I'm going to read it again. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So that's the ultimate test, all right? The ultimate test of your faith. Because it tell you in Revelation 14:9, the judgment that for those that take the chip, all right? So this is going to prove that the Lord is not with this place. Is it 14:9? No. Oh, yeah, 14:9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any, because you worshiping in the beast. You worshiping the Esau system. NATO, EU, America, they philosophies, they ways. You know? And that's 2/3 of our people who's doing that. You know? Starting with them celebs. All right? Them false prophets that's set up in these churches, in these harlot houses, so-called churches. All right? It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark. See? Receive his mark. What does it mean to receive? Let's go into the word real quick. for people that want to get simple. The word is
Strong's G 2983 Lambano.
Labano in the
Lambano.
Greek. Labano. It says to take with the hand, lay hold of any person or thing in order to use it. Yeah, so to take that chip, man, the RVD chip, to take in order to carry away without the notion of violence. Yeah, because it's gonna be a choice. It's gonna be willing. They're gonna make it mandatory, but you got the Lord to put the spirit on you. They're like, nah, I don't want, nah. The elect is not gonna take it unto death, starving or not. But you're gonna have people willingly running to take that, to get that chip. All right. It says, if any man worship the beast in his image, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark and take his mark or receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture in the cup of his indignation. Yeah, so that's straight destruction. It says poured out without mixture. You're going to get the full destruction if you take that chip. Into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. All right? Right before the angels and right before Yahawashi, you're going to be destroyed via the lasers from the chariots of the Most High, as well as the nuclear missiles that's going to have the Most High spirit in them. All right? So don't take the chip. All right? At the end of the day, don't take the chip. And this message is for you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Pray not to take it. And Lord willing, I don't take it. Lord willing, I'm a man of the Lord, as well as the brothers that's pushing. You know? So with that, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM Kadash. Double honors to the apostles. That was a great millstone. Peace, salutation to those for elect. Shalom in the barber ball.